Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to share about the natural remedies which can treat the PCOS and natural spices which are helpful for the PCOS. So let us see what is meant by the PCOS. PCOS means the polycystic ovarian syndrome which is developed in the ovaries. So cyst basically develops into the ovary and which can lead to the infertility and further cancer or ovarian cancer in the women. So PCOS is drastically the affecting the infertility in the women. Five each five women out of each five women, one to two have the symptoms for the PCOS. So why this is happening? In ancient time there were no PCOS or not the PCOS disease. So what is happening in our ovaries? Okay, so the PCOS basically causes due to the lifestyle changes. Okay, the lifestyle changes which are related to eating habit, exercising habits, drinking habits. So many people are relying on the fast food and the packaged drinking or etc. So these are the main causes of the PCOS. So the factors or the causes of the PCOS are weakened immune system. We have to build our immune system as such as possible, as strong to reduce the chances of the PCOS. Also the genetical problems. Genetically, we can develop the PCOS. Bad dietary choices like pizza, burger, and fast food. Also the hormonal problems. That is increase in the androgen level. That is increase in the male sex hormones and reduction in the female sex hormone. These are the symptoms or causes of the PCOS. So what causes the PCOS? Genetical, environmental factors. Environmental means related to the dietary choices, genetical choices, insulin resistance of the PCOS, liver ovary changes, and hormonal changes. So how can we reduce the PCOS or how the PCOS is treated? Everyone with the PCOS is different. So hormonal and metabolic changes, skin and cosmetic changes, nutrition, exercise, period and regularization of the periods, mood, sleep, and self-care. These are all the factors which we are going to cover in this video. So this is the normal ovary. In the left hand side the normal ovary is shown, and in the right hand side the polycystic ovary is seen. So the here is the fallopian tube. In the each menstrual cycle, the one ovary gets once ovary have the egg which is fully developed, and in the polycystic ovarian syndrome the egg does not get mature, then it causes no ovulation, alopecia, hirsutism. Hirsutism means which when increase in the male sex hormone takes place, then hirsutism means the facial hair appears on your face or the black patches are appears on your skin, then hair loss, weight gain, irregular periods, and the acne. So these are the some PCOS symptoms and PCOS causes. Okay, PCOS symptom also include the weight gain, then menstrual irregularity, anxiety and depression. And causes are, we know that cyst in the ovary, then lack of hormonal level or imbalance in the hormones, then genetical factors. These are the causes and these are the symptoms of the PCOS. So the PCOS basically is due to the high androgen symptoms, high androgens. So hair loss, irregular periods, insulin resistance, acne, irritability, depression, skin tags, anxiety, long menstrual cycles, infertility, rough and dark skin areas, then oily skin and hirsutism. These are the all symptoms of high androgen level. Means the testosterone is increased in our. So the treatment for the PCOS includes the birth control pills, the anti-diabetic drugs which can reduces the insulin resistance and helps to maintain the weight, and these are prescribed by the doctors. So these are the chemical based therapy, and if you want to cure the PCOS by using the herbal medicines, then this video is for you. So herbal medicines includes the spices and the herbs which are present in our kitchen, which can reduce the PCOS symptoms and can reduce the root cause of the PCOS and can treat the PCOS. So here are some remedies, home remedies for the PCOS: flaxseed, amla, aloe vera, cinnamon, then fenugreek, etc. So I'm going to discuss you about the all the medicines day one by one, and also I'm going to share you the recipes for the each medicine, so you can try these medicines and reduce the symptoms of the PCOS. So these are mainly the healing teas for the PCOS. So it includes the spearmint tea, chamomile tea, peppermint tea, then tulsi tea, turmeric tea, cinnamon tea, ginger tea, and green tea. So all these natural ingredients are helpful for balancing the hormones which are present in the women. So aloe vera juice is the first remedy for the treating the PCOS. So aloe vera juice is basically you can cut the aloe vera and crush the inner pulp in the mixer grinder, and take this pulp one tablespoon of the pulp in the 3 cups of the water. The second most important ingredient which is helpful for the PCOS is the cinnamon. Cinnamon bark. If we boil 1 to 2 inch of a cinnamon bark in the water and take this cinnamon tea with a dash of honey in the morning on an empty stomach. If we take this cinnamon tea 2 times a day, it lowers the blood sugar level and it increases the insulin sensitivity and decreases the insulin resistance. So it is also helpful for the type 2 diabetes mellitus. This cinnamon tea is helpful for the PCOS. So this cinnamon is the marker compound which is useful for lowering the insulin resistance in the PCOS patient. So we have to take this 2 times a day. Then the next ingredient which is helpful is the mulethi. So mulethi is the basically a bark which is useful for the lowering the androgens, that is male sex hormones in the women. This mulethi is used as a mulethi tea. We have to boil the bark in the water and take this in the empty stomach as like the cinnamon tea, and it is helpful for lowering the insulin resistance, increasing the insulin sensitivity, increasing the metabolism, and also for the balancing the hormones for the PCOS. Next ingredient is the turmeric. 400 to 600 milligram daily basis turmeric we have to consume for the PCOS. It is a powerful anti-inflammatory property, then boosts the antioxidants, aids the natural detoxification, fights the depression. It contains the curcumin 75%. It is helpful for lowering the insulin resistance. We can take it as a turmeric milk, or you can if you avoid to milk, then you can just boil into the water. And next ingredient is the flaxseed. Flaxseed is helpful for reducing the body weight. So it also reduces the hirsutism, also reduces the androgens which are present in the PCOS patient, and also reduces the insulin resistance. It also helpful for reducing the triglyceride level in the blood and improves the menstrual cycle, and it regularizes the cycle. So flax seeds are rich in the omega-3 fatty acids. This 1 teaspoon of the flax seed, when we crush the flax seeds or boil in the water and take this flax seed in the empty stomach, it is very helpful for the PCOS. Next ingredient is the fenugreek, which is helpful for PCOS. It reduces the PCOS symptoms by reducing the insulin resistance, by reducing the weight gain, and also by reducing the cholesterol level. Soak 1 teaspoon of the fenugreek seeds in the water overnight and boil the water and take it in the empty stomach in the another morning. So this is the remedy, which is homemade remedy and 100% effective for the PCOS, and it is tested by many patients, and these are helpful for reducing the PCOS symptoms. Now the next ingredient is the spearmint tea, that is pudina, and it helpful for the testosterone reduction in the PCOS patient. It is also high in the antioxidant. It is called as a miracle tea for PCOS. It reduces the facial hair and improves the skin glow and reduces the hirsutism symptoms. It also reduces the stress level. 2 cups of the spearmint tea a day and night, or 150 milligram of extract, is helpful for PCOS. Next is the chamomile. Chamomile is the miracle herb which is helpful for the PCOS. It reduces the menstrual pain, and also it regularizes the menstrual cycle. So and also it is helpful for reducing the menstrual cramps. Okay, so many patients are asking about the menstrual cramp herbal remedy. So this is the herbal remedy for reducing the menstrual cramp which develops in the menstrual cycle in the women. Next important ingredient for PCOS is the mulethi. Mulethi is basically a bark which looks like a cinnamon, but it is different from the cinnamon. So mulethi is the very helpful for reducing the PCOS symptoms. It is also helpful for regularizing the menstrual cycle and the menstrual flow. The mulethi bark, when we boil in the water and take it with a dash of honey or lemon, it is very helpful for reducing the PCOS symptoms. We have to take the mulethi tea 2 times a day or 150 milligram of extract 2 times a day, which is very helpful for reducing the PCOS symptoms basically. Now the next magical remedy for reducing the PCOS symptoms and also for management of the weight is the jeera water. We have to soak the jeera, 1 teaspoon of the jeera or 1 to 2 teaspoons of the jeera in the water overnight, and next day we have to boil the jeera water and take it sip by sip, and this is very helpful, very promising weight losing drink, and which also helps for the PCOS hormone balancing. So these are the herbal remedies which are required for the hormonal balancing in the PCOS. Now let us discuss about the exercises which are helpful for the PCOS. So you should follow the proper diet and the effective exercises to cure the PCOD and the PCOS problem. So start by walking and then running, whatever you like, that is yoga, Zumba, cardiac exercises. Then you will see the good results. Along with these herbal remedies, you have to follow the proper diet and the exercises so that you will overcome the PCOS symptoms. Also, some stress busters spend time with the nature, take a walk, then meditation is very important for PCOS, or short vacation, read books, exercise, talk to friends, limit sugar, include the healthy fats and the proteins in your diet so that the which are helpful for the PCOS. And then also some yoga poses are there for the PCOS. So many poses are there, so many exercises are shared on the YouTube. You can search that and you can follow the proper diet and the exercise for the PCOS to overcome the PCOS. And I I hope all the women will heal naturally the PCOS and does not rely on the medications which are chemical based, does not harm your body. If you like the video, then please subscribe to my channel and like and comment.